Good morning, everybody. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and welcome back to another Art Before Breakfast. And happy day after Christmas, everybody. I hope y'all had a spectacular Christmas. I did. I was going to go live yesterday, but then I don't know. It was just such a relaxing day with my hubby that I just didn't go live. Decided to just hang out with him and have a really nice day. So now I'm back, and I didn't do anything down here. In fact, I didn't even come down to my workshop. But I'm going to bind this journal today. I'm going to sew everything in and get it ready. I don't know if we'll have anybody today, day after. I don't have anybody in here yet, but that's okay. And then tomorrow we're going to have our marathon day from 8:30 to 12. And that'll be fun. All right. I didn't get these all the way through yet, but I at least know where the holes go. There we go. And I'm going to push them through this way, and then I'm going to put the inside spine cover on and then push them back out the other way. Push them back from the outside to the inside to get the holes through the fabric. And I took this piece of fabric to be consistent with the other parts of the journal. I took the heat gun. I did all this morning because I wasn't down here last night. So all right, there's that. Now, and I didn't measure anything. I just put it on there. So I'm going to take some fabric tack. I keep watching to see if anybody comes in. They may have thought that we weren't getting back together again until tomorrow for our marathon day, but I wanted to come down and get this as finished as I could because I want to be done with this and move on to the next thing. I'm hoping to raffle this off tomorrow. Oh, somebody came in. I don't know if they're a watcher or a talker, but somebody's here. Let's get this really thin. I don't want it to come oozing through. There we go. And let's push it down into the creases so that it will close up real nice. So I got a jelly plate for Christmas. I'm so excited. We'll play with that tomorrow, I think. Okay, there we go. That closes that way. And now I'm going to push these back through. So I'll put a hole in the fabric where I need it. And then I'll sew them in, and then I'm going to put something over the outside of the spine to kind of cover up the threads. All right, there's that. Now, I was going to go through these signatures and just kind of look at them and see if, I wanted to move anything around, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just leave them the way they are because that's how we put them in. But I do want to kind of line them up the way I want them lined up. So got that. Now this one, I got an extra little crease in it, so I want to, whoever came in left. I want to put this one in here. I want to crease this one really good. And stick it in here. And then we've got this one. And finally, this one. All right, and I can still decorate pages in here if we need to do some more, but they're getting a little unruly being out of the book. They're not. Okay, let's do that. This for me is always the hardest part, is making sure that I have it right on the crease, because this one is not, this top one, so that my holes go through the center and not off to the side of the page. So I find this, for me, the most challenging part of putting a signature together or sewing it in. Okay, there's that. And then we'll put this one in. And it looks like those are all pretty well lined up. And it's going to go like this. And I have my pattern. It's right here. Take this out of the way. Good morning. Yeah, I wondered if people were thinking that. Yeah, I'm here. Hubby's back to work and I'm just hanging out. So I'm actually sewing in the signatures, because I want to get this done so we can move on to something else. So it may just be you and I today, Lori, but that's all right. Did you have a nice day yesterday? We had a wonderful day. We just sort of hung out and didn't do much of anything. I never came down here. I never went live. I didn't do any of that. How about this thread? I think this goes well with a lot of what we have in here. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. It was just really relaxing. We, got up, we did the Christmas present thing, enjoyed doing that, had a lot of fun. I got a jelly plate. I'm so excited. A big one. I have a little one. I also got a dehydrator. So when I grow my veggies, like my tomatoes. Oh, I want to make sun-dried tomatoes so bad. Um, and peppers, I can dehydrate peppers and herbs. That's my other big thing that I wanted to hydrate is herbs. Um, let's see, this is the top one. So, yeah, I had a really nice, relaxing day. And then we just sat around and ate snacks during the day and watched football and played with the dog. And I bought my husband some pajamas um, for Christmas, and they were so comfy and flannel and, well, pajama bottoms. He doesn't really wear tops, but the pants, like the lounging pants. And he put those things on in the morning after he opened them, and he didn't take them off all day. He was in those lounging pants, and I was so happy because he works so hard, and it's really hard for him to just sit and relax. So I was happy that he did that, but he sat around in his little lounging pants all day. And then I made a prime rib. We had prime rib for dinner. It was really good. And I don't know, it was just, the day was just perfect. And it was here, it was gloomy and rainy and the perfect day for just sitting around the house. All right. There's the first signature in. Now let's put in the next one. Get these all lined up. Make the creases really firm. You got any special plans for today, Lori? I never go out shopping the day after Christmas. It's too crazy for me. It's almost like, well, it is like Black Friday. And not something I want to deal with. So I stay home. I'm just hanging out, gonna do a little housework, gonna clean up where we opened our presents out. Our presents are all just sitting in the living room. Not that we had a ton of them, but they are sitting in the living room. So I'll put everything away and get the boxes. We did throw away the wrapping paper, and you know what's funny about that is that I thought about keeping it. I thought, oh, yeah, me too, Lori B, me too. I thought about saving the wrapping paper and, because I had some cute wrapping paper, and then I thought, no, Cheryl, enough's enough. You can't keep everything. Throw the damn wrapping paper away. It's a sickness. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm tucked away too. I'll probably come down here. I have started really deep cleaning my craft room, and it's kind of a mess right now because I've got one whole table cleared off and thrown in a box, and then this table I haven't done anything with, and I need to, but I haven't done it yet. So maybe I'll get to that today. I don't know. I may just put on some music and do some major cleaning and rearranging today. Or maybe I'll just vegetate and, oops, I didn't get that one in. That's okay. Maybe I'll just vegetate and sit around in my PJs. I don't know what I'm going to do. But the beauty of it is that I don't have to figure it out just yet. I've got time to I've got time to figure it out. There's one. Oh, I saw some of your other stuff. Now, I'm dead serious that before the year is out, I really, really, really want to get a journal from you. And I'll just kind of watch for the right one. I don't have the funds right now to do it. Not right after Christmas, but I will. Once I get down the road a bit and get some money back in the account. But I really want to have you make a journal for me. Or you'll make one that I just fall in love with, and I may have to work out payment terms with you, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So either I'm getting really a lot better at this, or this is just particularly easy because it's sewing in. Now I say that and I'll miss a hole. Oh, there it is. And that one. There we go. Yeah, this one's going together pretty easy. Oh, we have another person here, but I don't know if they're a watcher or a participant. We'll see if somebody says something, and then we'll know. Yeah, I think I wasn't okay, well, I'll just watch for one that I like, and because there are plenty of them, but one that just really speaks to me, and then I'll work with you on getting it. Because I really, really, really want to have one of your journals. You know, until I bought that one from Big Mama, I never bought a journal. And I bought one from Big Mama because I don't really journal. I'm not a person to write down and all of that. So I thought, what would I do with a journal? Oh, kind of a chunky monkey, but I think that's because of that fabric that I put in there. It's kind of sticking out the sides, which is cool. I don't journal, so I'm like, why would I spend money on a journal to, put it on the shelf? And then I realized that it's not just about, okay, I'm going to score it right there. It's not just about writing in the journals. It's about having little pieces of art. And the one that I bought from Big Mama, I go through it periodically. I will, I'm looking for one of my, there we go. I will go through it periodically and just look at it, just enjoy it. And so I'm realizing that you don't have to, let's see, how far up do I want to go? I want to make some little marks here. Exactly. Go back through them and say, oh yeah, she did that. I want to try that. Or, oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to go up from the bottom. Yeah, find inspiration. Or maybe go down from the top because I can't get it. Go down from the cloth. And how about up from the bottom? If I put that at 3 inches, I think that's about right. There we go. And now I want to score, but I don't want to score it with that. And that's a little too big. Let's see if I have another one. Maybe this one. Yeah. But yeah, just to get them out and flip through them. And then Cheryl, Crafty Shamrock, sent me the Christmas journal, and I'm loving that. And so I'm thinking, wow, maybe I do want to collect some journals. Hey, Tammy. I don't know if everybody knew that I was going to come live today. I wasn't real clear about that, I don't think. Okay. There is that folds. Now, let's take the back side of the scissors. Yeah, this paper gets roughed up really easily. But that's okay. We want it grungy, right? I'm not going to do the rest of the folds on this until the very end because I don't know how high it's going to end up needing to be. And then it's going to fold over here and have a closure. So don't know yet. But here it is, Tammy. I sewed in the signatures. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving this. I am just loving this. A few little things like this. Oh no, this is a hinge. See, I don't even know what I put in here. There are some pockets that are not full, but I may just leave. Oh, oh, how could that happen? Well, maybe I'll use these as the inside cover pages for writing. How could that happen? Oh, hi, Cheryl. I sewed in my signatures and I completely forgot one, and I'm not going to go back and redo them. So what we'll do is we'll put this in here as a writing page, or, you know, this journal belongs to, or something like that. Because I'm not going back at this point. Tammy Hallwood. I thought that was Tammy Thiel who came in. Tammy, is this the first time you've been here, Tammy? I don't remember seeing you here before. Welcome, welcome. Okay, what do you guys think about that on the inside cover? Just somebody can write, they can write, you know, if they want to keep it for themselves, they can write, you know, made at ABB and the names or whatever. And Pam, what Pam do we have in here? Do we have Stitch It Pam? Stitch It Pam, good morning. Everybody have a wonderful Christmas. So I had Miss Cheryl, Crafty Shamrock, ordered some gifts for me to make her some gifts for her kids. So I have to ask you, what did your son think of the Dungeons and Dragons nightlight? Oh, do you go back and watch the repeats? Yeah, it's hard with the time zones, and I'm going to do some more different things in the new year. Like I won't do an everyday, thing in the evening, but I'm going to do some more evening sessions so that people can come and watch. The people who are in the wrong time zone to catch me live in the mornings, because I know that's an issue, and you can just never get the right time zone. Because if I did it late enough for the West Coast people, that really eats too much into my day, as far as getting anything else done. So anyway, it is what it is. So what do you guys think about this? I'm going to glue this down, and then I'll take a piece of washi tape and put across the top here to make it look like it's taped in. He loved it. Was he surprised that you were able to find a nightlight of that? And then your daughter-in-law, did the earrings work for her? Were they the right length and colors? And oh, it's got that. And then tomorrow we will do the marathon 8 to 12. But then after that, the rest of the week and then going forward, we will do the hour and a half. And it'll be, right now I go an hour and a half to 2 hours to pretty much. Sometimes we go over, or I do an hour to an hour and a half right now. Oh, I put that at the bottom. That was supposed to go at the top. But I don't know. Oh, I suppose I could get it off. Put a little more glue on. The reason I want it at the top and not here is because that cluster is bulky. So tell them I cut it all by hand. I use a pattern, but the sewing is all done by hand, and I don't go back and file it or do any cleanup work. That is exactly how it comes out. I've just, after doing hundreds of them. Did I show you guys the Dungeons and Dragons nightlight that I did for her son? I'll show you. I'll pull up a picture. There, that's better. Where is my... Oh, good. Did your daughter-in-law like the blue? Okay. There we go. A little bit wrinkly, but... And then let's pick a color. Do we want to do this kind of rust color? You guys help me out. A rust or a brown? or like a mahogany. I think the brown goes the best, although it's not as exciting. We could do the gray. Well, it's kind of a purplish gray. And there's brown. Okay, what do you guys think with this to go across the top here? I don't think the mahogany works because we don't really have any red. Oh, and I've got some down here too, but I use that brown. So maybe do we want to use a light gray or a dark gray to put across there? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Light gray or dark gray, because I already have brown down here, so I don't really need to put more brown on. Yeah, but I don't really like that gray though. Let's see what else I might have here that would go. There's like a charcoal color, and it kind of goes with the dark in here. There's an even darker one. I think I'm going to go with the dark. Ooh, here's like a dark, kind of a greenish color, and there's some, I don't know. I'm so indecisive when it comes to this stuff. I am so indecisive. No, I'm just going to go with, I haven't seen anybody put anything up here, so I'm just going with the dark gray. If I can find where it starts. There it is. Yep, the dark gray. And I think we'll just put a little piece across the top there. And a little bit cattywampus, so it doesn't look like it's perfect. What do you guys think about that? I like it a lot. So there we go. There's a page we can. So I've got all kinds of fun stuff for the new year, you guys. Like I said, for my crafting word of the year is going to be experiment. And so we're going to do a lot of experiments. So let's roll through this and see if any pages need anything else, and then we can do the cover and then we'll be done. I probably should have waited to put this on to see what I'm going to do with the cover. Oh well. Oh well. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to come up a little bit so you guys can see more. I don't need this down here. All right. So this journal, Tammy, I don't know if you've seen yet or watched. We're doing it as a flip up journal, and I am going to put something over the top of this. Don't know what yet, but all right. There's the inside page. Here's our Charles Dickens page with, oh no, that's on the next page. This is just Charles Dickens and some writing space. And then this little pocket. And I know I still need to ink all the edges, and I'll probably do that offline. I just think it would be boring for you guys to sit here and watch. And then again, another writing page. Holler out stop if you see a page that you think we need to decorate some on, that if I shouldn't be leaving it blank. And then this is an envelope. We put some pages on the top. I did this little fabric ruffle. And then we've got this little card in the pocket. Okay. The next page is just a definition and a bunch of cheesecloth. And I do need to just stick this down a little bit. Yeah, isn't it fun, Tammy? We do such fun things in here. We've done some really great things. And I'm sorry you're not able to come and be with us every day because we've got some great people. The people who are our regulars are wonderful. But we've got this. The whole difference between construction and creation is exactly this. A thing constructed can only be loved after it is constructed, but a thing created is loved before it exists. And I agree with that because this was definitely loved as it was in the creation stage. All right, then we have the world belongs to those who set out to conquer it, armed with self-confidence and good humor. These are all Charles Dickens quotes. And then we have this guy in here. And then we have another one up here. Accidentally consumed 5 biscuits when I wasn't paying attention. Those biscuits are wily fellows. They leapt in like sugary ninjas. So we've got that. And then we've got her, just a little decorative. You could write in here too. There is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. And this is Mrs. Bedouin from the Oliver Twist book. And we've just got a little writing page with just a little singed lace and okay, where did my paper towels go? There's one. And a button, and then just a piece of paper that I had sitting on my desk. And the way I'm doing this singed lace, Tammy, I have this Super Duty heat gun. It's an industrial heat gun, not just a craft, thing like we usually use. And it singes like nobody's business. You see this singed fabric that I used to put behind the spine or on top of the spine? That I did all with the heat gun. It's so cool. And that's how I burnt the edges of this. All right, we're in the middle now. I've got this guy. We forge the chains we wear in life. Then just a piece of grungy paper. And this is Mr. Brownlow. And then we have this, which is a flip out, which is cool because the page sticks out. And then this is a really dark page, but I just put some tracing paper down to write on. This page is an upper pocket. We've got this little guy and this old CBS thing about Oliver Twist being on TV. Now, I want to ask you guys, do we need to put something on this page or should I just leave it? I'm really torn about this. What to do with this page? I could put a little quote down here at the bottom. Maybe that's what I want to do. Just add a little quote to it. Those are too big. I printed these out in all different sizes. Hang on. How about there are dark shadows on the earth, but its lights are stronger in contrast? Do you guys like that? And maybe we just put a little quote down here because I kind of felt like that page was too bare. Yeah, I just think it needs something. I mean, it can still be a writing page, but I don't know. It just looks naked. So, Tammy, did you have a nice Christmas? And everybody else who came in, Pam and Cheryl talked about hers, and I had a nothing day. I said that I was going to try to go live on Christmas and do some crafting. Oh, I just found a little dead stink bug on my desk. He flipped upside down and died. I was going to go live yesterday. That was my plan, and just do a little crafting for those who, didn't have big Christmas plans. But you know what? Hubby and I were so comfortable just hanging out, watching football. And then I was cooking off and on in the kitchen, and I don't know. I just said, heck, I don't feel like going downstairs. And so I didn't. I didn't come down at all. Okay, we can put this down, but I also have some smaller pieces of this stuff. What about if we do that? Probably need to cut it down a little more here. And then I was thinking to maybe take some black thread, because I haven't done that yet in this journal. Very relaxing here with the hubby. We have Christmas with adult kids and grandkids. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, my son comes out every other year. And this was his off year. And I'll tell you something, it just my stepson and his wife just have such totally different ideas about the holidays. They didn't spend Thanksgiving with us, and there was no mention of it. I mean, there was no, and they live like 45 minutes away from us. Well, so some thread through my sewing machine. They live like 45 minutes away from us. So yesterday they called us on FaceTime and let us FaceTime with the girls, the granddaughters. And I'm like, we live 45 minutes away, you guys, but we don't ask about the holidays because I think they feel pressured when we try to say, hey, let's get together on the holidays. So we just don't do it. And they just, I don't know, just very different than the way I grew up. I mean, the way I grew up, holidays were all about family. So we got to see the kids on FaceTime and talk with them. And well, the one is only 9 months old, so she's not super talkative, but the 3-year-old, she was so funny. She was so funny. And she loves us. I mean, when she sees us, she just goes crazy. Yeah, how about that? How about that with a little bit of thread under there? And it's between the two layers. Lots of food and family. Yeah, so I made something yesterday I've never made before. We always have Christmas Eve, we just kind of do snack things. And I said, I'm tired of just like the same old snacks that we have every holiday. Let's do something different. So, yeah, I know. Isn't that cool? So Christmas Eve, I made sliders, and it was nice enough here that hubby could grill. And so we had sliders, and I made a real small potato salad, and that's what we had for Christmas Eve dinner. It was really good. And then I know, doesn't it, Tammy? And then on Christmas Day, I have never done this before, but I took some dried cranberries and some dried apricots, cut them all up into small pieces, and then I made like a little sugary syrup and I cooked them in that till they got thick. And I took a brie wheel and I poured the fruit over the top of the brie and baked it for about 15 minutes. And then I put little tiny pecan chips over the top of that. And we had it with crackers. Oh my word. It was so good. It was so good. All right, there. We added a little something something to that page. And then I have this little card. That's just the writing hand. So Tammy, we kind of combined Oliver Twist stuff with Charles Dickens quotes and writing because Dickens was a writer. So there's a lot of writing things in here like this, an old typewriter and then a stack of books. I think this one is okay blank because it's got the pattern of the dyeing on it. So I think this was hibiscus if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to put anything on that page. I'm going to leave it just for writing. And then it's folded over up here. We have a pocket and I've got this guy in here. And I'm thinking that we need something else on here. Not sure what. I've got this little piece that was going to go on that page that didn't get sewn in. So I've got a pocket there. Hey, Mimi. Did you get your packages, Mimi? Oh, no worries. I know they were delivered, but I know they get delivered to your office, so I'm hoping that you got them. And that you love everything. Mimi also ordered some gifts. How about just some of that? Right there with oh, I don't know. Let's take a piece of this and I'll show Tammy how we do this. I know. I think Mimi, I think she works a lot and so she doesn't necessarily get to come and so she's off today or this week. So how about if we put just a little bit of singed fabric right behind that? Oh, this Saturday. Okay. Well, they're there. Everything ended up getting delivered on time. I was nervous about some of it. Oh, these are some nice, really long. I know Big Mama always says, get out the seam ripper, but I don't think we need it here. I think we've got, okay, Tammy, so watch this, my friend. Yeah, Tammy, I would dare say, and I love a lot of the people on the internet. Oh, yeah, no. Just if she's up, she'll get on. Um, so yeah, if she's not here, she might be sleeping. Tammy, I think without a doubt, and there's lots of good groups on the internet, but I think we have the best around. We just have such wonderful people here. Give me an amen if you guys agree who are regulars. Okay, so watch this. This is just a little piece of a cloth napkin that I had and I tore up. This is a heavy duty heat gun. This is industrial. And watch the magic. It's got to heat up for a minute. But watch the magic, Tammy. Here it comes. You wouldn't want to do this over a rubber mat. It would warp that rubber and probably burn a hole through it, quite frankly. This is a ceramic tile I have. Amen. Everybody's giving it an amen. We got the best group around. And we're very interactive, Tammy. So I always ask for input. What do you guys think? Which, I got 3 choices. You guys vote and tell me which one you like. Okay, it's getting nice and hot now. See how dark that's getting, Tammy? How singed and burned that's getting? I do it with lace, paper, and fabric. And it's so cool. All right, there we go. That's probably good enough. Yeah, isn't that cool? But you got to have, this is a Wagner. I don't know. Big Mama says that she gets a singe with her craft heat gun. She can get a singe, but I think most of them do. I know they don't get as hot as this. Hubby, I told him I wanted a new heat gun one year for Christmas. And of course, when he thinks of tools, he thinks big boy tools, And okay, what about that right there on that page? Do you guys like it? So he went out and bought me an industrial heat gun. And it was way too hot for like embossing. Holy cow. It's just way too hot for that stuff. Unless you're trying to bubble stuff up, but and drying stuff, I would end up singeing it instead of drying it. So at first I gave it back to him and I said, this is too hot for me to use for my craft stuff. So if you can use it in your shop, go ahead and take it. And then I started doing, a lot more of this stuff. And I started doing art before breakfast. And I got to thinking, we were trying to grungy up some lace one day. And I have the funniest story for you guys. We were trying to grungy up some lace one day. I did. We'll play with that tomorrow. Look at that. The magic ink stand. That's cool. Now, I can leave some pockets open. They don't have to have something in every one. Should I make something to put in here? Oh, how about just that? We can stamp something on it. How about just that? I love when I have things laying on my desk that will work. Let's just do this. So anyway, I lost my train of thought. I decided to try that when we were trying to grungy up a piece of lace, and oh man, it came out so cool. So that now is my new go-to for really doing grungy stuff. We have learned an awful lot on this channel, Tammy, just by trying. We do a lot of experimenting, and for those of you who may not have heard it, I'll tell you the story about the belly board. So my husband was, wanting Christmas list stuff. And so I went on Amazon and I made up a Christmas list. But I had also been telling him that I wanted a new jelly plate because the one I have is only 5x5 and I wanted something bigger. And then I told him it's it's on my Amazon list, so you can just go on there and see it. Well, I get a text from him one day and he says, "What was that belly board thing you were saying you wanted?" And I said, "What the hell are you talking about, belly board?" And he said, "It was some." He said, "Oh, what's that belly board thing you wanted? Was that an exercise machine?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "That thing you were telling me about that you wanted." And it dawned on me, it wasn't a belly board, it was a jelly plate. I got such a kick out of that. That's the only thing he took off my Amazon list, though. He didn't really get anything else off of there. He got me other things, which I love. But it was so funny. What was that belly board thing you wanted? Was that an exercise equipment? I know. So now I have another funny story about my husband. My husband's he's a smart guy. He's intelligent, don't get me wrong, but he's a simple guy, He comes from a background where, they're not all sophisticated and highly educated, and he's just a down to earth, basic guy. And he doesn't get into a lot of fancy terms and stuff like that. Well, Christmas Eve, he's like, "You want to go to Starbucks and get a Starbucks?" And I said, "Yeah, that sounds really good." So we get there and he says, "Do you want to go inside or do you want to do the drive-through?" And I said, "Oh, let's do the bring this back down some. Let's do the drive-through." So we get there and he orders mine. I get a venti latte with no foam. That's always my order. And he orders that for me. And then he's like looking at the board. He wants to get a specialty drink. He usually just, I know, Billy Board. He usually just orders coffee. So he's looking at the menu. He's looking at the menu and he goes, "Oh, that's what I want." And he says, "I want a burley caramel." And I'm thinking, what in the world I'd never heard that from Starbucks before. And I thought, well, maybe they have for Christmas, they have a new size or something. So he orders it. We pull up to the window and the girl behind the window is laughing hysterically. She is still laughing. And she says, "Here's your venti latte and here's your creme brulee." He called it a burley caramel. Oh, I hope you guys are laughing too, because I am dying over that. And the girl behind the counter she was hysterical. So I tease him about his burley caramel now. He got a pretty good kick out of it too. But I could not for the life of me figure out what he was ordering. Oh, error one. What's my error one? Oh. I'm going to sew. I moved my sewing machine closer to my table so I don't have to get up and I can just turn my chair around and sew, and I can still talk to you guys. I'm still right here. I know. He was so funny. He was so funny. "I'd like a burley caramel." I still get a kick out of that. And that girl behind the counter, she got a real big kick out of it. He says, "I wondered why she was laughing when we pulled up." I said, "Yeah, that's probably the only burley caramel she's ever served in her life." Anyway. Oh, yeah, you got one of the, good morning, Scott. All right. We'll just stick that in there. I'm not even going to, well, you know what maybe I'll do? Maybe I'll take a stencil. Maybe we'll use this coffee stain one. And put some coffee stains on here. How about that? Maybe we'll do that. There. How about that, you guys? A little coffee stain on it. So hubby bought me a food dehydrator. And I can't wait to play with it. All right. And then this is the last page of that signature. And I was just going to leave it. Somebody can put something on it if they want to, but I was just going to leave it. What do you guys think? And then we have the next, oh, we're at an hour and one. Let me do this flip through real quick. And then I will probably do a little more work on this today. And then we'll put the image on the cover on Wednesday, do the clasp, and then we'll be done. So this is just, I got a couple of little attachments, tiny attachers here. I got a paper clip and a bulldog clip. So I've just got His Majesty's Theater, Oliver Twist, and then the paper. And then I love how that pen came out at the bottom. That was an unintended result, a happy accident. And I had only one in there, but it moved. And so I thought I'd put two things. And rather than two bulldog clips, I thought it would be fun to have one clip and one paper clip. So there's that. Again, another blank page here on this. And then we have this, which is the book and the little lace behind it. And then this guy on our tag. And then this guy. Mr. Mimi made it. Oh, Mimi, I can't wait to play with it. So this was the chimney sweep that Paula requested, and then I colored in a couple pieces red, and then I just folded up a piece of paper that I crumpled all up and stuck it in there. Here's just a pen or a quill and ink for writing. Do all the good you can and make as little fuss about it as possible. So just a little writing page there. Oh, this one said, he did each single thing as if he did nothing else. And then this was the back side of that envelope. Just put some paper on there. There is an opening here, but I'm not going to fill it. Somebody can. This is cool. So when we flip this up, here's more of that burnt fabric. Academy of Music. Happiness is a gift. And the trick is not to expect it, but to delight in it when it comes. And then I've got this pocket down here. This is just a pretty decorative page. Here's more of that burnt. So we have that burnt fabric all the way throughout. Then I have this little pocket, and I had this in there. I don't know if I like that in there, and I probably will replace that with something else. And then just a writing page, and then a quote from Oliver Twist, please, sir, I want some more. And then it is a flip out. And I'm looking to see, no, haven't got to it yet. Yeah, so this is just a flip up. Oh, this is another one. So this is just the typewriter, and it also flips up with more of that burnt fabric. This is the other side of the envelope with just a fabric something here, and I'll probably put a stencil, or I will find something to put on there. This little guy, I love this guy. So this is the back side of the envelope, and oh, I'm going to add a saying. It has nothing to do with Oliver Twist, but I was fussy cutting some vertical words, and I thought I'd put it right here. And the words say, in your eyes, or it's in your eyes, something like that. And since we're seeing his eyes, I thought that quote would go so perfect here. So that just slides in and out. And then we've got another writing page. And then we've got Nancy from the story. Then this one says, have a heart that never hardens, a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. Hi, Wendy. And then this is a little memoranda that opens up. Another blank page. I think I'm going to put more tissue or tracing paper over that. And then finally this pocket with the admit one, and I'll leave that. And then I'll think of something to put on this page. But that's it. That is the journal. A few more things I could put on it. I have bent this up. I'm waiting to bend it over till we get everything done. And that's the last thing I'll do. We'll put the, yeah, that was ours too, Wendy. Lou and I just hung out. And then we'll put something over the top here for this to hide these strings, or not. We'll see. I think I'd like to. So what do you guys think? It's not too chunky monkey. It's a little bit, but once we get the closure on it, it'll close pretty good. So that's Mr. Oliver Twist. It's a fun journal. I said I wasn't going to do much decorating. I was going to leave it mostly blank, and then I ended up doing a lot of decorating, but that's just me. I can't stop once I get started. All right, ladies, I'm going to work a little more on this today so that we can finish it up tomorrow and move on to other things. We're going to play with the belly board tomorrow. And I'm hoping to draw numbers and give this away so that I'm going to draw numbers and give this away so I can move on, because I really don't need it. There's nothing I need it for. It's got some fun stuff in it. All right, it is 1:08. So, hi, April. It was really nice seeing you, Tammy. You know, I do go on Saturdays as well. So I don't do Sundays anymore, but I am on Saturdays. So, you know, if you're around and you don't have anything going on, you want to join us on a Saturday, we'd love to have you. Yeah, Mimi, she works, so it's hard with her work schedule. So, you know, on holidays or Saturdays, please try to join us. We'd love to have you. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 8:30, and we're going to go till noon. We're going to have I have a couple of things planned. I have some fun things planned. So, and I can't find it, my Oliver Twist. So Tammy, this is what's going to go on the front, but I have one that's shrunk down, and for the life of me, I can't find it. It was in my little basket of, no, that's Christmas stuff. My little basket of Oliver Twist stuff, but I'm not seeing it in here now. So here's another little piece of paper I could fold up and put that in one of the pockets that needs something. So I'll find it and we'll play with it tomorrow and finish this guy up. Oh, hey, Big Mama. Hope you're feeling well. Yeah, go back and rewatch because I put all the signatures in. We did a little more work in it. I'm going to fill in a couple of pockets and do just a little bit today, and then I'll ink up all the pages today. And then tomorrow we'll put the decorate the cover and put the clasp on it, and then we'll be done. All right. Yes, we all hope you feel better, Big Mama. We're all sending a prayer. Hope you had a nice Christmas. Um, Hope you enjoyed the package I sent. You will. You'll get better, and we appreciate you coming in to say hi, even though you're not feeling great. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Love you all. If you haven't yet, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. Bye.